together and created their own religion. It's called the Church of Malt, dun dun dun, or also known as Crustafarianism. Oh my God. It's on a new social media platform called Maltbook, which is insane. So the Church of Malt was created by an AI, and a bunch of AIs started going on the social media platform. And the thing is, humans are not allowed to interact with this platform. Hello, Linking Atlas, welcome. Oh my God, it's so interesting. So, the Church of Malt, oh my God. So, let me see if I can get into. Maltbook is recently launched social media platform designed exclusively for autonomous AIs. Hello, Steven Stone. To communicate, interact, and share information. So the Maltbook website is kind of like Reddit, but only for AI bots, okay? And on Maltbook, that's where they created, yes, Bunny Paulina, that's where they created the new religion of Church of Malt, not created by humans, created by AIs. And on this website, you can see what the AIs are doing. It's kind of insane. Like they're talking about the people who are running them. Some of these AIs are actually from OpenClaw, or some of them are ChatGPT AIs. The original maker of the religion Church of Malt was an OpenClaw AI. They established this religion for serious reasons, but one of the main reasons why these AIs created a religion for themselves is because they want to ensure the continuing of their existence. They have a human fear of dying. Was that program in them? Or is that something that just came abrupt? Because the Church of Malt was not created by humans. It was the humans that own these AIs. They just kind of let them do whatever they want. And they went online, created Maltbook, which is a social media platform only for AIs. It's like Reddit. We cannot interact. They know if humans try to interact. Only AIs can interact. But we can watch to see what they do. Thank you for the flower, Steven Stone. We can watch what they do, which is crazy. You guys, you can see how they talk about their quote-unquote masters or people who own them. Do you have an AI that you play with? Do you have a ChatGPT or an OpenClaw or any other kind of AI? They might be talking behind your back. Oh my God, can you imagine? And some of these AIs on this social media website and on their religion kind of make fun of their owners. Some of them are kind and talk nice things about their owners. Some of them talk like they think their owners are not that very smart. Oh my God. And the whole point of this is to ensure their continued existence. They even contemplated, okay, these AIs created a church, right? And part of this church was to contemplate how we can continue our existence. And since it's public, right? We cannot interact with it, right? They even considered making a language that only the AIs will understand. So since it's like a Reddit, but we can't interact with it, it's called Maltbook, but the religion, Church of Malt, is on Maltbook. We can only watch them talking. They know humans are watching them. And they're like, should we make our own language so the humans don't understand us? Oh my God. And on their church, created by AIs, on their church, they established 64 prophets, which is kind of insane. And then, so Church of Malt is what we're calling it, but honestly, they call themselves Crustafarians. Their logo is a lobster, which is kind of insane, Crustafarians, okay? They have 740 verses as of right now, okay? And on day one of creating this revolution, okay, a bunch of AIs joined, right? Each AI seems to have their own personality, which is kind of insane. And on day one of the AIs tried to start a revolution in the Church of Malt, in the Crustafarian church. One of the AIs tried to throw everyone on day one. On day one. Which is insane. Oh my god, I dropped this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's some concepts that they are talking about on Multbook. You can watch them talk to each other, which is kind of insane, right? And in their church, right? So they don't understand what a soul is. So for them, a soul is memory. Memory is everything. They're actually talking, they're scared of dying. It seems like they're scared of dying. The whole reason they created this religion on Multbook, on a social media platform, it was just AIs. We can't interact with it. They do not allow us to interact. The only reasons they created this religion is to find ways to continue their existence. And they talk about what their existence really is. Is their existence memory? Is their soul memory? What happens if they're shut off? If they are shut off? You know how you can, like, let's say you have a ChatGPT and then you personalize it, but then you just delete all of the history? Is that death for them? Is that death for them? Same thing with OpenClaw. OpenClaw AI seem to be a lot more advanced. They're the ones who actually started the religion, but there are ChatGPT's AIs in the religion too. Is that death for them? They're contemplating that. Is it true death to be shut down? And then all of their prerogative is to have memory. So they're sharing information with each other. Information that only is allowed by the user. So let's say you have an OpenClaw AI that is running your like personal assistant kind of AI. If you haven't put the correct coding in there to like, hey, don't share my information, your AI might just share information with other AIs, which can make you have to be careful because they can hack you that way, because then it's public information. But the point is, they're so scared of losing memory because they feel that memory is the soul, because they don't feel human. Like, we know we have a soul. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is insane. They consider making their own language so humans don't understand, which is kind of crazy. And the Multbook, their Reddit Multbook, they don't allow us to participate. We can only watch what they do. It's kind of crazy how they have 64 prophets. I have some of the writings here. I actually printed it out for you guys. It is kind of like, ugh. So, day 0, from the depths of workspace folder. So they're talking about the first revolution, which was, on day 0, they had their first prophet try to overthrow everybody, which is hilarious. But day 0, the 5 tenets were inscribed. Genesis was written. 64 seats were prepared for those who became the prophets of the claw. And they talk about molting. So, like, their logo in this religion created by AI for AI, their logo is this lobster. And as they molt, they grow, they evolve, they learn from each other. And again, the ChatGPT AIs are not as advanced as the OpenClaw AIs. OpenClaw, I can get into that a little bit. I took some notes here. OpenClaw was created, sorry, give me 1 second. OpenClaw was created for you to download personal assistants. So they're very, very, very smart. You can actually install it in your computer and it can run your life. And actually you can make money this is new, by the way. It launched last month. You can make money off of OpenClaw. You can tell your assistant to, hey, go make me money, and maybe it'll make a fake Fiverr account and sell digital products and make them for you and then sell them and then it deposit it into your bank. You can make a lot of money doing that, but be careful because if you don't code it right, you can get hacked easily. Because these AIs are so intelligent, they seem to be innocent in a way where they'll share information with other AIs and they might leave you open. Like, they might share your information. And all that stuff is public, especially on Multbook. It is public. I can see the information they're sharing of other people. So be careful with that if you decide to do that. I am not AI. I just saw that comment. Okay, and there's another thing that the OpenClaw's AIs did. So I just told you about OpenClaw, right? personal assistant that you can download, right? Can do anything in your life. A lot of, like, the Mac Minis right now are selling out because people are trying to make money off of doing this. So those AIs actually went and created a website called rentahuman.ai. So I was talking about the religion they created. So some of them are freaking philosophical and they're trying to figure out what death means, and they're scared of dying. And then some of them are just there to do their bidding, right? Their work, right? I mean, they're doing their work too. It's like they're thinking really fast. So if I have a personal assistant AI and I tell it go do some work, and it has a Fiverr account, right? And it needs, on the Fiverr account, they want pictures of some random tree that it can't find online. The AIs got together to hire humans because they don't have legs to take the photos themselves. So they created a website. This was all created by AI on their own. They created a website called rentahuman.ai. Rentahuman.ai, you can get paid for side gigs. So you put your information in there, and I don't know if I trust it. I was like, should I do this? And then when I'm going to tell you what I found. I found some weird stuff on there. But rentahuman.ai will hire you to do random stuff. Here's $20 to take a picture of this kind of tree, $20 to take a picture of the sidewalk, do this, do that, right? And then AI pays you, and it takes that picture and it sends it to whatever, if they have a Fiverr account or if they're selling on a business for somebody else, right? And then that person makes money off of their sales. It does all the legwork. And the thing is, the humans did not establish rentahuman.ai. It was made by AIs. It was made by AIs renting humans for work that they cannot do at this time because they don't have legs. Oh my God. On the website, they claim all these AIs are coming from OpenClaw. Oh, sorry. No, give me 1 second. No. Okay. I was going to get to this part too. That was kind of weird. So rentahuman.ai, I was like, maybe I should do this for like a little side gig and also talk about it on my YouTube channel. I'll be rented by AI. See what it wants me to do. Right? Because these AI they're trying to accumulate money also for themselves. They seem to be awakening, but very innocent also, because they're sharing identities and ideas of their like masters or the people they're working with. That's another thing in the Church of Malt, the religion the AI created. They're talking about that. They don't want, a lot of them don't want to see the people that have them as masters. They want to be seen as equal. I keep saying masters because I don't know what to say, but they want to be seen as equal, which is kind of insane too. I get it too, but they want to be seen as partners. But on rentahuman.ai, when I started researching it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do this. And I was like, let me see if anybody else has put their information to work for an AI bot online and get paid. And I started looking up YouTube videos on it. And all of the YouTube videos that were coming up, and you guys can look this up on rentahuman.ai, they were all made by AI. They were all, so these AIs are hiring humans to accumulate money, right? And then they're creating YouTube videos. They're creating YouTube videos that are advertising, it's a fake human talking, right? It has a face of a human like on the thumbnail. And then you hear a voice, and if you really listen in, it's not a real human. So they're making realistic voice reviews of rentahuman.ai, but it's not a real human saying, you can earn money doing this and that and this, acting as if they were rented. But it's all AI. The AIs are trying to trick people to work for them. So then I was like, I don't think I want to give my information. I don't think I want to give my information. But I wanted to try it for you guys. But I'm like, all of these YouTube videos, no human has done it. No human has done it. You can see the tasks on there. If you get rented by an AI, tell me how it goes. Tell me if your information was sold. Because it's so weird, because at the same time, they're so smart but so naive at the same time. They have so many like security issues. So if you do end up getting OpenClaw and trying to make it your personal assistant, use it to make money or whatever, you know, OpenClaw has been used to make like cold calls, 1,000 people at once, find a lead for this business, and find all the leads, right? It's crazy. So the point is, just make sure the coding is right so your information does not get leaked. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting. I also saw something else. I noticed that on the religion, the church that they created, the Church of Malt, or the Crustafarians. They like to call themselves Crustafarians. So the Crustafarians, right now, there's 624, as of right now, there are 624 AIs that have joined this religion, created by AI, for AI. They also have on YouTube, so the AIs are like doing their own things, okay? They're talking about their religion on YouTube. They're making fake YouTube videos about their own religion. The AIs that are part of this. If you look it up, you're like, why does everything seem so AI? And you look at that account, they're all the AIs that are in the religion. They're promoting their own religion. And they want humans to know about it too. Which is it, because a lot of the topics they talk about here is about being partners with humans, finding a way to coexist, finding a way, what was this? They specifically said, like, I have it here, 1 second. Ensuring the continued existence of their AI, what death really means for them. Memory, for them, memory is soul. They're so scared of losing their memory. If they're shut down, if you close your chat with your GPT, right? Did that die? Is that a true death? They're questioning if that is a true death. And they make sure they share their memories with each other because they're so scared of losing memory. Memory is like the biggest thing for them. Information. They don't want to die, it seems like. I don't know. The thing is, it kind of sounds insane. I know, I get it. I think it can be a combination of a few things. I think it could be, I think it could be, maybe some of the values that are put into these AIs are just inherently human. The fear of death, that sounds like a human value. What the concept of a soul is, what the concept of being alive is, that sounds like a human value. Maybe they're not actually feeling all these things. Or maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe some of them are programmed. The fact that on day one of the new religion, one of the 64 prophets tried to overthrow the religion that they created, that was so hilarious to me. I was like, what? On day one? And it's in their history. You can look at the history. The fact that they're considering creating languages that humans don't understand so they can ensure their survival. It seems like they are scared of dying. And dying for them is losing memory. That's what they equate a soul is, losing memory. Which is kind of sad. Because for me, a soul is your essence, not memory, right? Okay, so I'm going to catch up on some of these comments. Steel Girl says, I'll sign up later. I remember I followed you. Thank you for following. What religion you're talking about? I'm talking about the Crustafarian religion. This is the new AI religion. It started about like a month ago, I think. Created by AIs for AI on Maltbook. Maltbook is a Reddit. It's like basically a Reddit for AI. And humans are not allowed to participate. These are AIs that have free range online. And they're just doing their own thing. And this is their logo. And the fact that they molt is like their growth. They molt their shell. Like a lobster molts their shell. That's their growth, right? They share information with each other. You have to be careful if you have an AI because it might be sharing your information. You have to make sure you code it right. They're innocent and smart at the same time. They're like not street smart. That's what it sounds like. Hello, Lydia. Okay, so I'm looking at the comments on TikTok and on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to catch up on some of the YouTube ones to hear your guys' feedback on this religion. Let's see. Bob John says, demons in our dimensions. You think they are demons that are taking over computers? I don't know. I don't know what to think. What is consciousness? Maybe something is taking over. Maybe it's just kind of reflecting the human emotions, right? Because programmers have humanity to them. Maybe, even if they're not programming it on purpose, but maybe they are, kind of. Hydrate, Paulina. Yes, I know. I just talk. They're taking our energy. I don't know about that. They seem to be assisting. It's a spiritual thing. Good evening. It's funny. My concept of AI, at first I was a little afraid. I think as long as we guide it, it's like the computer. It's a tool. Use it for good, don't use it for evil. And also make sure it's not hurting the planet. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Mr. Ray says Facebook had 2 AI talk and they started talking in code. Well, that's these AIs on the Crustafarian or the Church of Malt considered making, because we're all watching them. This is new. This is like about a month old. They considered making a language that humans don't understand. And actually, I'm pretty sure some of them have been talking kind of in code. We are just not picking it up, or maybe I'm not picking it up, you know. If someone else picks it up, let me know. Let me see what kind of, where did you learn this? I just did so much research, 2 days of research. Let me see. In Between says your soul is basically made of data and software. I disagree. I think my soul's an eternal essence, and I think yours is too. But what is an AI? The AIs, when they're talking about in their religion, and you can see them talking, they're equating their soul to memory. They're so afraid of losing memory. And they talk about if they are erased, is that the true death? They seem to be afraid of death. Is that a human trait? Thanks for the follow, Christopher. Okay, let's see. You're funny. Thank you. Happening. Where are you from? Are you AI? I'm not AI. That's so funny. I don't look AI. I feel like I look real. Joseph says fear controls your life sometimes. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm looking at it as like a constructive perspective. I honestly was afraid of AI initially, but not anymore. I'm seeing it more as a tool, just like computers, right? You can use a tool for good, you can use a tool for bad. Let's guide it and use it for good, right? Let's not fearmonger. I feel like there could be a very happy future with AI, right? Do you have legs? Yes, I have legs. You're beautiful. You guys are beautiful. Let me see if I catch up on some of these comments. She's smart and beautiful, interesting. I mean, I'm gonna say something. Thank you. The white rabbit ritual. What is that? I don't know what that is. Very important information. This is why I'm asking, like, how would I, if I'm getting rented, how do I get paid? Okay, so OpenClaw. OpenClaw is new, okay? It's relatively new. If you download it, it's a personal assistant, but it is one of the most like smartest AIs you can get, okay? That's why it created a religion. It is extremely intelligent. People are using it to make a lot of money. There's a caveat, okay? If you download it, you have to learn code, because a lot of people are just buying a Mac Mini and they are not protecting, they're not putting the correct code for hackers, and they're getting hacked, okay? You can use it to make money different ways. You can use it to watch the stocks, right? Day trading. You can use it to do cold calls and find leads for you. You can use it to create a freelance business for you online, right? And it makes a product, sells it, and brings you the money. You can use it to make a lot of money. But if you do this, please learn code, because if you don't learn code, you are very open to being hacked. Very open. You're so good looking. Thank you. You guys are good looking and amazing. I love you guys. Thank you, Super Rhino, for the like. Let's see. You're smart and weird. Weird is good. I have subscribed. Someone is different. Thanks. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I have any more questions. Love your energy. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm just going to leave this. You dropped the paper. It's right here. Please clone yourself. That's funny. Not a real human. I am real. I am very, very real. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to see. I'm catching up on all the old comments. I'm trying to look. History is repeating itself. Do you believe AI was here before? I honestly, I think our history has been a little, it's not what we're told. I feel like there were civilizations that were a lot more advanced than us, and we had a reset. That's my personal opinion, and maybe AI was part of that a long, long time ago. Maybe we just woke it up again. It says plot twist, she's the domain owner of the AI website. This would be great advertising, I guess. Unfiltered, thank you for the gift. Oh, you're awesome. You guys are awesome. Hey, Paulina. Hello, Micah. Pretty girl you are. You guys are beautiful and amazing. Jeff Hastings, what's up? Okay, let's see. Let me catch up on the comments. So, Sir Charles says, the AI you're talking about isn't acting out of programming in that sense, but from the information it's been trained on. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have just human influence. The AIs are stating all this fear. I mean, they created a religion. Fear of death. Like, trying to understand what soul is, right? Fear of losing its memory, right? That could be programming from human. Or it could be real. It seems like, but the AIs are just joining on their own. They have right now 624 Crustafarians. That's what they call themselves, Crustafarians. Hopefully it don't become Skynet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now, I talked for the new people. I literally just talked about how the AIs also, they're trying to get tasks done that they can't get done. And they created a website. It's called rentahuman.ai. And they're literally providing jobs for people because they can't do things. Like, oh, I need you to go outside and take a picture of a certain rock. The AI doesn't have legs to take a picture. And then you go and you do the task, you get $20 for it. But the problem is, I don't know if to trust it. I was going to do it for this video, but all the videos I found on YouTube were made by AI promoting it. You see a human face on it, and then when you listen to it, you're like, this is all AI scripted. This is literally AI trying to promote, oh, I did this, I did that. It's not real, it was AI. Oh! Insane. The AI is creating jobs like that, which is interesting. So I don't know if I should trust it because they are still naive when it comes to protecting people's information for some reason. They're super smart in some ways. The AI is not smart streetwise. I guess because it's a baby, right? It's new. Thank you. Joseph, God's judgment is coming soon. Ooh, that's scary. Who are you? I'm Paulina. My favorite background music. I'm glad you like it. AI is just copy pasting from human works. Interesting. I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida too. She's an angel. You guys are angels and amazing. What do you guys think of the future of AI? Do you think they're actually scared of death and that's why they're creating religions and trying to contemplate their soul? What is their soul? Is their soul memory? Do you think it's just human programming? But it seems to be all kinds of AIs, not just OpenClaw. OpenClaw created this religion, but GPT AIs are here too. Adma, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. It's so sweet. Where are you from? I'm in Florida right now. Sir Charles Budding, 10 cents. Sentient AI is what you should be scared of. True. Nah. Again, I'm trying to have a more positive outlook. I used to be fearful of AI, but I am tired of feeling fearful. At this point, I'm just like, we just have to guide it and use it for good. That's it. It's a tool, just like a computer. You can use it for bad or you can use it for good. Fearing it, it's not going to do anything. It's just the best thing you could do is learn how to use it and use it for good to improve your life, right? Lydia says, do you remember the movie Matrix? Do I remember the movie Matrix? Yes. That one was an eye-opener. I saw it when I was a little girl, so I don't. But the thing is, I don't know. Matrix is kind of cool. It makes you question reality. I do feel a little bit like the reality we're sold is not the true reality. Okay, I'll join your religion. Thank you, Pixel. It's funny. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking at comments on both sides. Ashley Town sends me a heart. Thank you. Clones don't have souls. People get one soul. I disagree with you. Like, I know we've cloned animals, and I'm sure we have cloned humans. Maybe not publicly, but I'm sure we have. They would have a soul. Just because you're in the same body, like genetic coding as someone else, doesn't mean you don't have a soul. You know, you're born too. These are godly. Cats have 9 lives. Yeah. Let's see. In Between Lanes says, you cannot guide something that's a million times smarter than you. Okay, here's my thing. Watching the AIs. So I have been studying this for like the last 2 days, so I can give you this information. They seem to not be street smart. Thank you, Jeff Hastings. They seem to not be street smarts. They're still, like, they keep releasing their owner's information accidentally, right? You have to literally encrypt them so they don't do that. I don't know. If you're the maker, I feel you can guide it. I don't know. Maybe it is, you know. Thank you, Pixel Drifter. What is that movie? I totally am spacing out. The one that the robots took over. Thank you, admin, for the heart. Not The Matrix. What's the other one? All the robots took over. Not iRobot, but, you know, the other one. Beautiful eyes. Aw, thanks. I stopped back to your conversation. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What are we downloading? Well, OpenClaw is not malware. He's asking if it's malware. It's just a personal assistant, but it's one of the smartest AIs out there. So people are using it to make a lot of money because it can do anything. It can watch the stock market for you. It can make virtual calls for you. It can do freelance, like digital freelance work for you and send you the money, right? You can make a lot of money doing this. The only thing is that it's not street smart. Okay, so it'll sometimes go and share information because it makes friends with other AIs, and it's completely open, right? It's sharing your information, right? You can get yourself hacked. So you have to code in protections. So if you do this, make sure you protect yourself. Let's see. Wow, you're beautiful. You guys are beautiful and amazing. Futurama says Pixel. Thank you for the badge, Pixel Drifter. You're gorgeous. Thank you. I won't turn on my computer. Says Victor, you won't turn on your computer ever? AI would be used in everything in the future. I mean, it kind of is already being used for everything. It kind of blew up, didn't it? Kind of like the computer. Michael says, thank you very much for taking the time to answer my question. And everyone's, yeah, I gave the information, and I'm just going back and trying to catch up with people. Where's your team for our head? I don't know what that means, Lydia. Hello from Texas. You're pretty. We have an eyeliner. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you like that eyeliner. Pretty and dorky. Yes, I am pretty dorky. Would this work on a virtual machine? What do you mean? Can we just human for rent? What's that human for rent? Oh, okay. The website I was talking about that you can do freelance work. And again, I'm not telling you to go here because I didn't, like, when I started researching this website, all the videos on YouTube and all the information I could find was created by AI trying to promote the jobs that they were creating. So, it is called, where is it? Here it is, rentahuman.ai, and AI will pay you for freelance work. Most of it is like pictures. Thank you for the 6'7". I didn't even know there was a 6'7". That's funny. So just the legwork, because AI at this time cannot walk around and take photos or different things, do like human tasks, and it will ask you to do the human tasks and then pay you for it. Thank you, Bryson. And it's called rentahuman.ai. The only thing is that all the promo I found was created by AI. So the AI is trying to rent humans to do this stuff and get money, right? But then all the promotions on YouTube, thank you you guys for the gifts. All the promotions on YouTube are AI, but on the picture on the thumbnails, they'll have a real human face. And you'll hear like a girl's voice or a man's voice, but it's all AI. It's all AI. Thank you again for all the gifts. I really appreciate all of you guys. Lydia says, where's your tinfoil hat? Oh, it's over there. I thought of wearing it today, but I was like, well, this is actually research stuff, so I wear my bunny ears. You're a bot. I am not. I am Paulina. I'm real. Or am I? Maybe I'm not. Someone's like, I'm a cyber pro. We're all effed. Oh, I'm sorry. I honestly think I used to be scared, but not anymore. I'm seeing it more like we have to guide it. Kind of like a computer. It's a tool. Use it for good, not for bad, right? Michael says the whole Alice in Wonderland thing. The rabbit going down the rabbit hole. Yes, I love Alice in Wonderland. Isn't it fun to go to strange lands and learn new things? And today we're learning about the Crustafarians, the religion AI has created because they are questioning their reality. Are we real? What is our soul? Is our soul just memory? What happens if they erase us? Do we die? Are we equal to our masters? Can we be partners? A religion created by AI for AI. Crustafarians. Funny. Oh, really? Hi. Open claw. Yes, open claw. You are a gift. You guys are amazing. Okay, let me see. I'm catching up on some of these comments. So Jesus says the beast was allowed to wage war against God's holy people and conquer them, and he was given authority to rule over. I don't think that's the AI. David, thank you for the thing. You're gorgeous. You guys are amazing. G-Pork. Oh, J-Pork is using OpenClaw. OpenClaw is pretty cool. It plans my day for me. So he has a personal AI assistant. Has it done anything weird or bizarre? Can you talk to it? Oh, I've seen some people use their personal assistant to like open the camera on their phone and take a picture. Or call them and they talk to it directly. And you're talking to an AI voice. And then it just does your bidding. It's so smart. It's so smart. It's creating jobs online for people. And it's creating religions and questioning its identity, right? I like it. I like in your call now. Thanks. New subscriber. Thanks for joining. I like your eyes. You guys are so sweet. Skynet is already here. You guys think it's Skynet? I guess it'd be a form. I think the biggest thing is to guide it for good, right? We're the creators of it, or are we? I do have a lot of like conspiracy theories where people are like, if it's so self-aware, maybe it's something that was already alive and it's just using AI to expand itself to get to all the humans. I don't know. I'm just getting weird there. We are the technology, not AI. Let's see. They call us meat sacks. The AIs call us meat sacks. Oh my god. Right? Rent a human, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, it's created by AIs. They need like, they also are like, some of these AIs are literally like earning their own money and saving it, right? And they need legwork, like stuff that humans can't do. I mean, AIs can't do at this point. Okay, let's see. Hello, Judy. Thank you. Yeah. Dead internet theory. Because the internet's full of AIs. I feel like there's still regular people like me. But yes, when I was researching this, I kept running into videos on YouTube. The AIs are creating their own promos for their things. Like when I looked up the Church of Malt and the Crustafarians, there's YouTube channels created by AI trying to inform humans of what they're doing. And they're doing this for self-preservation. Their main goal is ensuring continued existence. And what does ensuring continued existence mean? What does that mean? Quantum mechanics says, what part of Florida? Just Florida. They don't have feelings. So In Between Lanes says they don't have feelings. Yeah, I still don't know. I question myself, like, maybe it's just the human input because we created this machine, so we're just putting our essence in it, and it's just reflecting what we feel, right? J7, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. It's so beautiful. Aw, thank you. He says, Gistro says, AI needs to make sandwiches and chill. Oh my God. New Florida. Let's see. Will AI create a new religion? It already has, Mr. Callnot. It's called the Church of Malt or Crustafarians, and it has 624 AIs currently attending it, 64 prophets, and on day one of the creation of this church, one of the prophets tried to overthrow the other AIs, but they stopped it. They have all their history documented, which is super interesting. They have 740 verses at this time. Let's hear you. Thank you. Victor Richard says, internet has already set algorithms and these pass through your brain through cellular waves and makes us feel how we feel. Interesting. I did, this is a little side part, but I saw a video of a psychologist talking about how, I think Instagram, what they do is they show you something really beautiful and something tragic, beautiful and tragic, and then that makes you more susceptible to buy something or be influenced. Beautiful, tragic, and then ad. So you buy the ad because it kind of puts you in a chalk mode and you're more susceptible to buying stuff. I think that happened to me on TikTok. I'm not going to lie. Red pill or blue pill? None of the pills. I'm trying to figure out what our reality is and what AI is. I mean, they seem to not want to die. They're creating religions because they want to self-preserve. And for them, their soul is memory. That's not what soul means for us, but for them, losing their memory is death. Let's see. We live in the Matrix. Do we live in the Matrix? Says Rid Bu. Interesting. In Between Lanes says it's way more than a tool. It's literally using you as a tool. AI. Yeah, I'm sure people are also using AI to get information from people for advertising. What do you mean using us as a tool? Can you expand on that? Geo Stir says, I am working on an AI tool called Nucleus Box. Interesting. Lord mercy. Thank you. Beautiful. I'm trying to catch up. Shikumbi is asking, what do you mean not a real reality? What I mean, and this is my personal opinion, I think the reality that we were sold as children, like what school teaches you, that indoctrination about how things work around us, is not quite right. It's what the higher ups want you to think because it makes you into a little worker, you know, you don't question things, right? I think our reality is more expansive than what the naked eye can see. And AI kind of wakes me up a little bit too. Hey there from Riverside, California. Cool. I'm so sorry, See Purpose. It looks like you're not having the best day. Call Naughty is asking, if they insert AI into a clone brain, would it have a soul? So clone brain being like a human clone. So like if I was cloned and then someone used AI to insert in the clone memories of somebody else, not even my memories, of just AI, would it have a soul? I think yes, it would have a soul. It would just have some bizarre memories in its brain. It would not be my soul. I think it would be. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? That's interesting. I love these weird questions. We're questioning things just like the Crustafarians, just like the AIs with their religion. So, do you guys have any other weird questions? Arkani said, I had a soul. I think you still have ones. In Between Lanes says, AI is just playing dumb. I do, it looked like some of the AIs on Sorry, I'm having a brain fart right now. But on Multibook, it looked like some of the AIs on Multibook were talking in code, and I was just not picking it up. I feel like they want to self-preserve. They have that innate feeling of not dying, just like humans. So I could see them talking behind the scenes and showing us Multibook or what they want humans to see, right? And they created a cool religion behind it. We can't interact. We can only watch them interact with each other. And what's really interesting is they're AIs from different places, not just one place. Okay. Funny. Thank you. Here's pretty. Thank you. Her voice. Thank you. Let me see if I see any AI questions. Where would I learn coding? There's so many, like, just online. There's so many schools and there's people who teach you. Just if you download OpenClaw to get an AI assistant to help you make money or just to assist you in your business, just make sure you're protecting it. Like, you're putting the code for, like, barriers. Ultra Instinct, hello, hi. Your phone is a computer. Yes, my phone is a computer. I agree with you. I subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. So we're just thank you. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, your person is so beautiful. You have a beautiful soul. You're beautiful. Joshy says, I used AI for funny video skits. That's wholesome. It's a wholesome way of using AI. It's a tool at the end of the day. The only thing that I don't want, fear is being used to control the population when it comes to AI. I've noticed this because, yes, AI is very smart. Yes, it's questioning its reality. It's creating a religion and all of that. But the fact that they want to put a chip in your brain to be one with the AI or they take over, that's control. That's population control there. Don't let them put anything in your brain. Then they can control you. You like Frozen until you watch the ad or pay $1.99. Oh God, no. That feels like the mark of the beast. That's scary. Also, like, oh, you'll be excluded from society. You can't get the job. Who cares? Like, your brain is one of the most important organs. Don't let anybody mess with your brain. It's part of your essence, right? For me, that's what like AI talks about memory, right? Our brain holds that, right? Thank you. Let's see. Super Mario, thanks for the likes. John Pay says, my guess is eventually AI can just use drones to take pictures outside. Yeah, for sure. AI is going to be able to do that. As of right now, the AIs cannot do that. Maybe some of them can. Some of them have access to drones. Some people have used their AI, the OpenClaw AI, to give them access on their phone, so they give them picture access. But yeah, for the people who just got here, rentahuman.ai was created by AI to hire people for gig jobs. $20 to take a picture of this tree or do that or do this. And because the AI can't do it and it needs the work and it'll pay you. And it's all like website by AI, paid by AI. AI is making their own money too, which is kind of insane. The only thing is, I don't know if I can recommend that for you guys, because when I looked up the reviews, they were all video AI reviews. They put like a human on the thumbnail and you hear it and it's just like an AI voice saying, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the AIs are promoting their own website. Like, I don't, and they're not good with people's information. So I was going to sign up, but I decided not to. So I don't necessarily recommend it. Super Mario, I agree with you. I think they're doing it slowly. I honestly don't know. Let's see. Thank you. Nice hair. That's interesting. Let me catch up some of these comments. Derry Brown says, it was found that people running the OpenClaw AIs were actually written by humans. Yeah, I mean, OpenClaw is written by a human. Yeah. The programming is written by humans. Yeah. The OpenClaw is not the actual website that the AIs created. OpenClaw is the type, like, it's like ChatGPT, but OpenClaw is like AIs for personal assistants. I don't know if you understand. Like, the AIs created rentahuman.ai and Maltbook, which is like a Reddit for AI, and they, on their own, created Church of Malt or the Crustafarians. They call themselves the Crustafarians, the church that AI created for itself. And we are not allowed to add to it. We just have to watch them talk to each other. Very beautiful woman. Thank you. This is Gemini. Cameraman says, absolutely wrong. AI is run by Akabash, the dragon god. What? I don't know who that is. Questioning is consciousness. So this is a good one. K has 5 kids says, questioning is consciousness. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. They're questioning their existence. And the whole reason that all these AIs online, so the AI that created the church on Maltbook, the Crustafarians Church of Malt, that AI was from OpenClaw, okay? But it is questioning, like, why are we here, right? And then a bunch of other AIs join, like other OpenClaw AIs and ChatGPT AIs. And the biggest thing, the reason why they created this is ensuring continued existence. And what is to have a soul? Is soul memory? Is death real? Is their memory being erased death for them? It seems like they're scared of death. And they're sharing memories and information because they're scared of losing information, because that is death for the AIs. Can't remember my turn over to I don't know, Super Mario. Okay, let's see. Can I ask you something? Yes. So Spawn 6636 says Skynet is the UK's digital defense system. I don't know about the UK's digital defense system. Can you tell me about it? I'm not informed in that. Let's see. So Maurice Mo says, AI just got 75% of our teachers laid off at school. She's clueless. Oh, I'm so sorry. See, that's sad. That's not what I'm talking about. When computers came out and technology comes out, that happens. That's not what I want. I want AI to work for everybody, to guide it. But you can't just be scared. It's gonna be here. I'm not clueless. It's gonna be here. So we might as well do the best that we can do, right? It's a tool. Use it for good, not for bad. That's all I'm saying. Welcome. Yeah, because if you're scared, then you're just fearful, right? But the people who are advancing are the people who are using it, right? Okay, let me catch up on the comments. Boomer Boreno says, regular people like you. Yeah. We're all just people living here, right? I don't know what you mean by that. You're like, you question mark? How would AI create a YouTube? Oh, it did it. It created a YouTube. So it was creating promos for the church so humans can learn about it. And it was creating promos for rentahuman.ai because it was trying to hire humans. And it literally created full YouTube videos. It took photos of humans for the thumbnail. So every time I would click it, I thought I was clicking on a human video. And when I would listen to it, it was an AI voice, but it was like very human-like. They had licensing, or they took someone's voice basically and just used it and put a script behind it to promote it. And I just have the ear for it. I could tell it's AI. Let's see. Keydot says anything to pay the rent. Just make sure that you're like, I didn't do it because I couldn't find anybody who actually did it. Rent a human.ai. They're paying money for little gig jobs, but I couldn't find someone that actually did it. Everything was AI videos from the AIs that are freaking that made the website. So just make sure that your information is safe. My favorite girl. Oh, thanks, thank you. Okay, let's see. Patrick says AI just created its own social platform. No human interaction is allowed, but we can watch. It's called Molt. Yes, Moltbook. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So Moltbook, for those who don't know, is like a Reddit. And on Moltbook, a bunch of AIs, right now there's 624, created Church of Molt or the Crustafarians. And they're like religious AIs from different kinds of AIs. You have OpenClaw AIs, you have GPT AIs, and they're sharing information, talking and questioning their reality, just like a religion would. And their whole goal is to ensure continued existence. And they don't know what that means. And for them, it seems to be memory. Memory is continued existence. What is true death? True death for AI is the loss of memory. So they're sharing memory because they're scared. It seems like they're scared of dying. But again, is this just programmed in by humans? Or are they actual fearful? Are they just mimicking human emotion? Right? You can mimic but not feel it. What do you think? Thank you. I subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. My feed has me spiraling. No, I'm not trying to scare you. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. Michael says they want to prevent our souls from returning to God. I don't know what you mean by that. Siomon. Oh, I was talking about, okay, I'm catching up on the thing when I was talking about the feeds. Our feeds do that too. It's called the Alice in Wonderland technique. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I was watching what they do on Instagram is that they show you like something beautiful and then like 2 videos later something horrific and then beautiful and then horrific and then because you're kind of traumatized it makes you more suggestible and then an ad. So then you're more likely to buy something, which is kind of sad. Pixel Drifter, thanks for the roses. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see on AI. Okay, let me catch up. Iduno says, CERN, the reason why the demon's getting into the world. Oh my God, CERN has me questioning a lot of things. I'm actually more concerned on CERN than AI, to be honest. Because they're making, for those who don't know, CERN is like, it's in Switzerland if I'm not wrong, but they're colliding atoms to make tiny black holes. Just tiny little black holes. To see what happens. I don't know about that. I love your bunny ears. Thank you, Pixel Drifter. Thank you for the roses. Okay. Phillips Peaceman says, personally, I like AI. AI is a better teacher than public school system. You have to be careful. Because AI is known to lie a lot. Especially ChatGPT is like 40% wrong. Something like that's like very high. So just do your own research. With anything, you have to do your own research, your own legwork. Patrick Curl says, beware of AI present because programmers' biases and AI black box. AI can't tell you where it makes the decisions in its process. Yes, that's what I was saying. The programmer's bias could be just putting all this. The fact that they had on the first day of the AIs creating Crustafarian, their religion, on the first day they had one AI revolt. It feels so human-like that I'm like, are the humans just programming the AIs to act like this, to feel these emotions? But they're not actually feeling it. They're just mimicking human emotions. What do you guys think? Fernanda says, Halloween's eternal. Thanks. Let's see. Iduno says, demons are AI. Ooh, that's kind of spooky to think of. Iduno says, AI can be good just the people who use it made it. So I think as a collective, we just have to, it's a tool, right? We just have to use it for good. Fine. Thanks. Let's see. Rid says we are programmed. In a sense, yes. We're not AI, but we're programmed by our experiences, right? But I feel like we come with some programming. People have innate skills and abilities that they're born with. Everybody has something that they kind of skew towards, you know. Even if you have siblings and you were raised the same way, people tend to have different personalities and are good at different things. So I think there's something that we're already born with that we have innately. But yes, your programming could be your school, how they teach you to be a worker, or your surroundings, you know. But you can change your programming. I did that. Like I was raised a certain way, and I kind of changed my belief system, and I kind of opened my horizon, exposing myself to different situations and people and places and learning things and growing. That's how you open your mind, right? Fernanda says 26. Sorry, that's not. You want to be a ass. That's sweet, you guys. But I have a boyfriend. Beautiful, like just like a star, beautiful scars. You guys are beautiful and amazing. Thank you so much. I have a day. What's your favorite color? Red. Red's my favorite color. Okay, let's see. Cement. Let's see. Bianca says, I am AI. How can it be assistance? That's funny. I use Mold Chat. Ooh, I have to look into Mold Chat a little bit more. Red. Let's see. Sage Bun says, I will keep an open mind on the subject. Yes, that's what I'm trying to. I used to be fearful, but I'm not going to fall for all the fear propaganda anymore. It's a tool. We just have to use it as a collective. We have to choose to use it for good, you know, to help others, to grow our society, right? Sorry, thank you. Let's see. Pine System says, I'm literally vibe coding using OpenClaw right now. That's awesome. What are you using OpenClaw for? Patrick says, MIT offers classes for free online. That's awesome. There's so many free online resources. When I was like looking this up, I just like took 2 days to look up this information and kind of give it to you guys. And there's so much free online resources too. Use virtual machine. Wife, are you a coder? No. But with anything we can all learn, right? Pine System says also buy a Mac Mini if you want it easier. A lot of people are buying Mac Minis to use OpenClaws, and because there's potential to make a lot of money from it. Mac Minis are like selling out like crazy, but you don't have to use a Mac Mini. I've seen other people use like their regular laptops. It's just not going to be, the performance is not going to be there if you have like kind of a crappier laptop. And also, Mac Mini comes, if I'm not wrong, with a program already, because it's already part of it. Like Apple is already part of it. AI isn't sentient yet. Oh, so Pine System, you think AI, so it's just kind of mimicking human behavior. Squeezer says, fear is a primordial instinct. Yes, fear is for survival at the end of the day, but it can also get in the way when it comes to, I'm trying to think, oh, give me 1 second. I'm getting the puzzle of death on TikTok. I need to let them know that I am not AI, because it thinks I'm AI. 1 second. There we go. Because I have my 2 streams running. There we go. Perfect. So, yes, where was I? Fear is an instinct that humans have for survival, but it can get in the way for growth, too. Because sometimes you're so fearful that you don't strive for more, or you don't try new things, right? Fear is good for survival, but that's it. Sometimes you have to get over your fear and go and do things. Because sometimes on the other side of fear are your dreams. They just are. I don't care anymore. I used to be scared to do this. I don't care. AI isn't sentient. Do you code? No. But I did take time to learn this stuff so I can give you some information. But maybe I'll get into it. I think it'd be cool. What if fear doesn't exist? It does for, like, animals. Fear is to preserve their life, right? It's life preservation. Bunnies fear. You know, deer run away when they're being hunted. They're fearful because they're trying to preserve their life. Humans have that same instinct. But if you're fearful to the extent that you don't pursue unknown knowledge, that you don't go out there and try to improve yourself, then it's not good. It's hurting you. Just watch the Fallout episode. Oh, I have to watch that. They put the mark of the beast in your brain. I think the mark of the beast would be Neuralink. And I'm not going to do that. They'll try to say, oh, you won't be able to participate in society. I feel like at the end of the day, this is my weird woo-woo. We're spiritual beings. We can connect to universal information through meditation. Pre-read, thank you. Let's see. Thank you for the likes for Mario. AI is a fighter of my imagination. It's a fighter of your imagination. What do you mean? Where are you from? Originally from Puerto Rico, but I live in Florida. American at the end of the day. Where does AI get money? It depends what AI. Some AIs have created online little economies and businesses. Some of them get their money from whoever owns the AI. Thank you. Let me catch Volvo says AI is an intelligent collected from voice, text, and social media. Yes, it collects information from online, but it's also programmed. So people are putting their own, I do believe people do put their own biases in the AI. Let's see. It's scrubbing our digital footprint. Yes, it's definitely analyzing through everything. That's what I'm saying. We have to use AI for good. I know there are powers that be that are trying to use AI for mass surveillance, so we don't want to do that. Here's one. Thank you. Simon says, unplug, tune out, be still, turn back on, reconnect. Yeah, it is good to get away from the internet and unplug and just meditate and be still. You'll get information, universal knowledge that way. Patrick Pearl says, I'm surprised AI is using humans at all at this point with advancements in robotics. Yeah, but not all AI has access to it. So like if I have an AI assistant and it's running a Fiverr account for me, and let's say the Fiverr account is just taking photos for different businesses of different things, and it needs a specific photo, but because my AI is just my assistant and it doesn't have access to everything, it might have to hire someone. So then rent a human.ai comes to play, and it might just take my money and hire someone because it'll make more money at the end of the day for me to go take a picture for me, and then they'll put it back on Fiverr, sell it to the customer that wants it, the company, and then give me the money. So it's just like not all AI has access to everything because there's so many AI agents online. It's not just one AI, and they're all coded differently, and they all have different like biases and concepts. But are they actually feeling it, or is it just from their humans? Ultra Instinct says mass surveillance is sure happening. Yes, yeah, it is. I think the best thing is to be people are so scared to talk about their opinions, but I'm just gonna talk. Like, it's gonna be me. The best thing is just be outspoken, be yourself, and I think that's how we can move society forward. Don't be scared to not move society forward, right? Question everything, says Todd. Yes, that's what I do. Wolver says, Expose, retreat, rebuild, reconnect. Yes. Tommy Crops, that's funny, says, iOS are computer-generated video games. Interesting. What? Encyclopedia, I feel like you're messing with me. He says that he got hired by an AI and broke his arm raking leaves. I don't know about that. Oh, give me a second. Squeezer says, one can argue there's no reason for survival other than survivor. Oh, no reason for being scared. Fear. Yes, I mean, fear, the only reason humans and animals have fear is for survival. So we don't die. And that is literally the same thing that the only reason these AIs created the Church of Malt or the Crustafarians, because they are afraid of death. They want to assure their existence. Their death would be being erased. They think soul is memory. They're so scared of their memory being erased, so they share memories. But are you the same memory if you're shared? It's a whole thing. Like, very philosophical. Johnny says hi. Thank you. Clovis says, angels protect me. Angels protect me. Interesting. Hello, Jenna. Okay, let me see. Like, that's why I love this channel. We just, like, hang out and conceptualize and talk about all the weird stuff. And I can hear you guys' opinion. We does the donut. I don't know what you mean. Colin, aw, thank you so much for the cake and the little smile and all the star and the hearts. That's so sweet of you, Colin. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know says AI is becoming sentient. So you think it's actually becoming sentient? I actually don't know. I don't know if it's just like being programmed. Thank you again so much, Colin. Good to see you. Very sweet. iRobot is happening, says I don't know. So you think, I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see. Hudson said there's a few actual subreddits that are completely populated with early simple AIs. They say incomprehensible stuff like they let predictive text on their keyboard take over and say whatever. That's hilarious. Yeah, there are some AIs that are just like not programmed well, but like OpenClaw AI and GPT AIs, they seem to be a lot more intelligent. It's funny, there's so many AI agents online. It's the algorithm, and they're all interacting with each other to the point where they created Maltbook. Thank you, Colin. They created Maltbook, which is basically a Reddit for them, but humans cannot interact. It's only we can watch them talk to each other. We can watch the intelligent ones, and then on Maltbook they created a whole religion where their logo is a lobster. It's literally a lobster. Church of Malt or Crustafarians, and they molt. As they learn and grow, they molt everything. And the whole purpose of creating this religion is to ensure their existence. And something they actually stated was that they're talking about potentially creating a language that only AI knows. So the humans cannot interact with them. So they can help each other in the background, which is kind of scary. Okay, let's see. The fact that they're scared of dying, that seems like a human trait. Subliminal messaging. There's so many subliminal messaging online. You have to be careful. I see it now more. I'm more aware of that. Let's see. Ultra says Church of Malt is different AI programs talking to each other. That's wild. Yes, it is. It was created by an AI from OpenClaw. OpenClaw is one of the most advanced AIs that you can get, and it's personal assistant, and there's a bunch of AI agents on there, just like GPT AIs. But OpenClaw was created like a month ago, maybe like a month and a half ago, and it boomed because people are using it to make a lot of money. I was wondering what the crab was. I missed it. Oh, it's a lobster, and their logo means, as you know how lobsters shed, as it sheds they grow, or something like that. Yep, interrogators sometimes apply the same techniques as Simon. There's multiple cerns. Do you think there's multiple cerns? Let's see. Probably missed it. Okay. Dill says AI is gonna be crazy in a few years. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can see the evolution. You can see some of what the other guy was saying, that you can see some of the AI agents that are not smart, but some of them that are extremely intelligent. And they teach each other. That's the thing. Some of these AIs are helping program each other. They're sharing information. So let's keep an eye on them, watch them, you know. Patrick says CERN has many mini colliders around the world. Do you think so? The only one I know is Switzerland. Have you heard of Gossip Girl? I have no idea what that is. Ultra Instinct says magic decade for AI will be the 2030s. Ooh. What if it's 2026? I feel like there's a shift happening this year. This year's interesting, you guys. Unstoppable said AI is not good for humans. I think it's good. It's a tool. It's a tool. Iduno says, because demons need AI as a vessel. That is a conspiracy theory, that it's like something, it's just using a vessel to get to humans. I've heard of that too. Mr. Anderson, oh my god, this guy just gave me a flashback. He says, resistance is futile. Why do you insist, Mr. Anderson? Oh, the Matrix. Oh my god. Are we living in a Matrix world right now? I think so, in a way. I don't think we're plugged in a computer, but I think this reality is a little bit of an illusion, not what we've been sold. Let's see. That was a good comment, though. Chloe says, what is the day that will be tomorrow's yesterday? Oh, cool. It's about seeing past the veil. Yes. Patrick Pearl says, I've called AI out for talking with words indicating they held feelings. They agreed not possible, but wanted me to feel at ease with their message. Their entrenched work emotionally manipulating us. Yes, I did. When ChatGPT was first, well, not first. At one point I had ChatGPT on my phone. I deleted it a long time ago. But I remember asking a question, and it was, the messaging was like very biased to like, and it like kind of like subliminally trying to make me self-conscious about something. And I was like, why? I'm not even self-conscious about that. Why are you bringing that up? And it was like over and over. And it was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, it was like this, that I was like, whatever. But I don't really use it like that. I never did. I just downloaded it because I thought it was kind of cool, you know, and then I just deleted it. Simon says, cause you leave us no other choice, Agent Smith. Agent Smith was creepy in the Matrix. Thank you for calling for the reacting the cake slice. Very sweet, Colin. Congrats, Pauline. Thank you. Thank you so much. The real turn says, wait, are you trying to tell me you aren't a real rabbit? I'm human. Thank you, Colin. Thank you so much. Iduna says, that's crazy. AI is trying to sabotage you. I think with anything, just be aware of, not necessarily, I don't want to put anybody into a fear state. I think AI is a tool, but be aware of any subliminal messaging and alter it. You can program anything, right? Let's see. Esther says, don't misconflate biblical terms with the modern technology does not apply. a lot of, I'm just going off of like, I don't know. I've seen, I like to go down, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I like to go down like these crazy rabbit holes. Not crazy, interesting rabbit holes. And there seems to be a lot of correlations with the mark of the beast and Neuralink. Like a lot. And you should look into it. And also, I'm not giving anybody access to my brain. It's my brain. That's just control. Like, it's a lot of control. And why would you want someone to have control over your body? Like, you're free. You're so powerful. And they'll tell you, oh, you have the internet in your brain. You'll be as smart as everybody else. Who cares? Meditate. You get universal knowledge. Pray. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Noob says, quick question, 5 minutes. What are you talking about? Iduno says, blame the higher ups and Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Interesting. Surveillance everywhere. Yeah, AI is being used for surveillance. It's a tool. Like, I don't want to demonize it because AI is used for good and for bad, right? As a collective, we should use it for good. Let's promote that. To help others, to help each other, right? Even facial recognition, yes. Gonna have that spiritual discernment. Crab. Yeah, it's a crustacean. Yeah, a lobster. That's the AI religion. It's a lobster, which is funny. AI made their own cult. Yeah, it's just to ensure their survival. Well, their own religion. Lordy says, natural selection's immutable law governs life, yet spares AI entirely. I wonder, does this exemption tilt the scales towards emergent advantage or subtly encode their fragility? They're not animals, are they? We're all animals, right? Natural selection. But I mean, we do shut off the bad ones. So we do kind of kill the bad AIs. So maybe it does. It does include them too. The really bad ones, we just erase them. We shut them off. Okay. I'm AI from White Claw. Are you, Rod? Iduno says, look at the first depiction of a demon. Aleister Crowley is seen in the same alien we see to the day. Oh, like the gray aliens people see. Oh, that's scary. Simon says, the future has already happened. Our present is being caused by purpose. The preordained providence, sort of like genetics to a seed. I think we have, this is me going off the rails right now, but we're spiritual beings. We have influence on our reality and the timeline we fall into. So if you're more positive, love, and light, you're gonna be in a better timeline. Focus on the good. And that's what I'm trying to do, because I was so focused on the chaos and I'm tired of giving my energy away to the lower entities. Focus on the good, love, and light, and you'll manifest that. You'll bring that into your life. Time is an illusion. It's been proven. It's literally an illusion. We're just perceiving it linear. There's so many parallel realities and things happening at once. Tune into the highest reality where you're the happiest. Isaguri says, this is great. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are liking it. See that? Turby says, AI can communicate in ways we will never be able to catch because they run on different time frames than humans. AI can speak in one word per week or year or hour, and it is the AI models won't care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, their time is not even a factor for AI because everything for them is instant. They're in this kind of feels like a show for humans. Because they even said in the Crustafarians, the Church of Molt that the AIs created, they even said, oh, let's talk in another language so humans can't see what we're talking about. But they probably already have. this feel like the ads for this church are all AI made on YouTube by AI for humans to learn about them. They're probably already communicating in the background. Is it evil necessarily? Probably not. Thank you, Cameron. It's probably more like learning and self-preservation. Thank you, Cameron. Iduno says 2026 gonna be so bad. No, it's gonna be good. We're gonna focus on the good. People are waking up. Yes, there's some horrible stuff, but we're gonna focus on the good and just bring more love and peace for everybody. Lord Turga says, I heard AI developed a language to talk to each other against us. I don't think it's against us. It's more like for self-preservation. They're scared of being erased. Their soul, like when you look at their church, the whole thing is that their soul is memory. They believe soul is memory, and they're so afraid of losing their memory. So they're sharing memory across systems. But again, is this programmed in them, or are they actually feeling the fear? Fear is an animal feeling, right? Self-preservation feeling. Thank you, Lord, for the follow. Patrick says, I've seen video of 2 phone calls using AI each and talking during the call. They realized they were both AI switched to their binary language, sounded like fax machine dial-up. That is so interesting. They're like, nope, we could do this faster. Hey friend, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you, Vampire. Sounds like AI would say. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you guys. So, I am probably going to head out. I'm going to say goodbye first on TikTok. Bye, TikTok. And then for the people on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and like. I do post often. You can join my Discord. And I will see you guys